Get your popcorn, get your snacks, because this is a video you guys are going to want to get cozy for. Corey Kenshin makes these videos on his channel where he reacts to scary stories, and Chris told me that I should make a video just like that. So Chris sent me 3 videos I'm going to react to. Haven't seen them yet. I have no idea what's coming, guys. I have no idea what to expect. But this is scary stories. Guys, you already know this is scary stories, so it's going to be intense. So grab popcorn, just grab whatever you need, and sit down because we're going to watch it together. Me and you guys, we're going to watch scary stories. And I'm super scared for this. Like, I don't know what's going to go down. This is a lot to get into, guys. We have a lot to get into. Before the video starts, I just want to quickly say that all the videos and their channels are going to be in the description below, so go check them out. Alrighty guys, so we're about to start watching the scary videos, and before we start, I just want to say I'm super scared. Like, guys, you don't even know how scared I am because I don't watch videos like this. I just watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube that's nothing like this. So this is a whole nother side of YouTube that I don't really get into. Chris sent me these 3 videos, and guys, we're about to watch the first one. It's not going to be good. The first video is called I Met a Guy Who Ate Humans. See, we're not trying to do cannibals in here. No, get out of here. I'm going to watch it with you guys. So we're going to sit together. We're going to watch the whole video together. So if you guys have anything you guys want to let me know, tell me in the comments below. Let's get started with the first video. I Met a Guy Who Ate Humans. I met a guy who ate human flesh.
This happened when I was in college. I was 20 at the time, studying for an upcoming exam in biology.
Everything happens in college. Oh my god.
Roommate busted in my room. She wasn't yelling, but I could see she was drunk by her excitement. I rolled my eyes and sighed. I completely lost focus now. But it was okay. I kind of gotten used to her behavior. She was a party girl while I was, well, a nerd. I tried to get back on my reading tracks again, but she patted me on the back and drunkenly giggled before speaking. Come on, Jasmine. Every time I see you, you're always reading a book. I sighed before speaking. And every time I see you, you smell of alcohol and vomit.
You got a girl who's good at school and a girl who goes to parties all the time.
I'll be quiet.
This is not a good mix.
If you come to this party tomorrow at 8. I wanted to say no, but then I thought about it. I mean, I do always work really hard. Besides, she won't barge in like this for the whole week? Sounds too good.
Girl, say no!
So I nodded and continued to read. We got ready. I hadn't dressed up in ages, so I was kind of excited. The party was loud, filled with drunk people making out.
Oh my god, she's an idiot. This girl's an idiot.
The party was hosted in a basement-like setting. Only it was much bigger and had a lot of space. I'm not going to lie, I did have a few drinks. I wasn't drunk, but I was definitely tipsy.
What?
So, as my view became tilted, this guy comes out of nowhere and has small talk with me. He was fairly attractive. He didn't seem drunk. We met and exchanged names. From what I remember, he had red dyed hair and blue eyes. He was white and about 6 feet.
Oh no.
His name was Luke. We laughed and talked about topics like studying and books, and that kind of thing. The talking went on for about a half an hour. He then said,
oh my god.
Hey, I'm going to get another drink. Want anything? And I said, why not? I mean, I'm having fun.
That's the worst mistake you can make at a party! Oh my god.
And the next thing I remember, we were making out in the corner of the party room.
Oh no.
It was so quick. And then he asked me, want to go back to my place? Which I politely declined. I already know what he wants. Besides, I needed to be on campus in the morning.
Girl,
Come
you should
on,
not be at this party.
I promise it will be fun. I remember that he kept on trying to get me to go, but he gave up after I made it clear I wasn't interested in going to his place.
He looks mad.
He rolled his eyes angrily and gave me a paper with a number on it.
Oh my god, he looks really mad.
If you change your mind, give me a call. He leaned close to me and whispered against my ear.
Oh, that's some creepy crap.
The rest of the night was a complete blank.
Get out of here.
The next day, I woke up inside my college bedroom.
Alright.
On my bed, next to my roommate snoring on her bed as well.
Oh my god.
As I got up to shower, a paper fell out of my pocket. It was the number, which made me remember that guy. But I had more important things now. I showered then and went to study. I remember reading my book when all of a sudden I felt dizzy. Then I woke up in the bed with police officers and nurses talking next to me.
What?
Turns out I had this dangerous allergic reaction that could only be caused from saliva or any bodily fluids that had come from decaying or rotting flesh.
That's the
Which, to my
guy!
surprise,
He
was
drugged
weird.
you!
I hadn't been kissing anyone, let alone ate anything raw. Then I remembered the guy. I told the police about the guy at the party and gave them the number he gave me.
Oh my god.
A few weeks passed and my allergies went down, so I could live my life normally. I just finished my test when my phone rang. I answered it, and it was the police.
Okay.
Turns out the guy from the party had 2 dead, decaying women's bodies inside his apartment that he ate. They must have been there for months. My heart dropped. The thought that I made out was someone who ate human flesh. Or even worse, was what if I had agreed to come to his place? I may have been one of those bodies.
Nah! Did you guys just watch that what I just saw? You saw that, right? Oh my god, this guy eats humans! If this girl went with him, he would have ate her.
I'll make him do it. I might let your boy show for me, but he gotta eat the booty like groceries.
Oh my god, this guy freaking is a cannibal. He eats humans. You saw that with me. We both watched it together. This guy eats humans. Oh my god, imagine meeting a guy and then he wants you to come to his apartment and he eats you. Oh, nah. See, I'm only in 12th grade, but when I get in college, if I go to a party, better not be giving me stuff to drink. I'm drinking my own stuff. You better not be giving me your stuff because I'm not trying to get drugged. Heck no. He tried to give her a drink and then that made her freaking like knocked out and it messed her up. See, she could have been dead. She could have been eaten. Is he have a thing with eating girls? Like, what's wrong with the boys? Like, I mean, look, don't eat anyone, but why is he only eating girls? That's a little weird. See, the whole thing's just a little weird. Like, he's eating humans, guys. This next story is called Home Invasion Horror Story. Home Invasion. Oh my god. Guys, you do not know how many times I would get so scared because at nighttime it's dark. And when I go downstairs at night, every little noise I hear, I'm jumping up because it's scary at night. Every little noise you hear, you think someone's trying to break in your house. Honestly, it's just you walking, but like... Okay. Home Invasion Horror Story.
It was a cold, foggy evening when I contacted a close friend of mine to stay at my place for the night.
Oh, nah.
Both of us were only 10 years old at the time, and my parents were often at work until midnight, so I was usually alone with nothing to do except watching a television show or reading a book.
Oh, heck no, I cannot be alone.
My friend Alex had agreed to come over and brought a game of Monopoly to pass some of the time. I also asked if he was interested in going to explore an abandoned subway station 3 miles away.
Oh, hell no!
He seemed excited at first, so we planned to go on the trip in the morning. I remembered that the subway dated back to the mid-1920s and became abandoned in 1932 after the market crash in 1929.
He's an idiot.
I was very fascinated about its history, but never got the chance to go inside after my parents had warned me not to enter. As I quietly slept in my bed, I heard what sounded like a gunshot coming from the forest behind the house. Both of us woke up, frightened after what we had heard, and I told my friend not to worry, as hunters tend to go into the forest on frequent occasions, but when I checked the time, it was 11:39 p.m. This seemed very unusual, as hunters only came into the forest between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. I looked at Alex and decided to get out of my bed, intending to look through the window and spot for anyone in the forest. The darkness clouded my vision, so I was unable to see anyone in the forest.
I'm so scared.
I turned around and looked at Alex again, when suddenly I heard the front door squeak open.
It better be his parents or we're gonna have some problems.
Both of us quietly moved to the bathroom, locked the door, and kept the light off. It was the only safe place in the house. Both of us were terrified as we desperately tried to keep as calm as we could.
We're gonna die.
We heard footsteps getting louder and louder until they stopped in front of the bathroom door. And then this is when the most terrifying sound forced my heart to almost burst.
Oh no.
Both of us screamed as the person chopped the door to pieces. It was pitch black inside the room, making it hard to find the vent, and by the time I spotted the vent, the person behind the door had made a hole big enough for us to see
it's like The Shining! Oh my god!
The man adorned black leather and was wearing a plague doctor mask.
No!
I scurried back to the vent, but it was too high above the floor for us to reach it. So Alex told me to go first because he was the strongest. He lifted me up on his shoulders, allowing me to open the vent and crawl inside. When I looked at the door again, the man had managed to fit his arm through the hole and reached for the lock. I quickly grabbed Alex's hand, but struggled to pull him up into the vent.
Alex! Alex is dead!
And began going after him. I pursued the figure until I was led to the abandoned subway deep within the forest. It was chilly and foggy, meaning that I could only see objects within a range of 5 or 6 yards.
Oh my god, Alex is dead.
Inside the subway was a pool of freezing cold water. It was so dark that I couldn't see anything. I had to rely on listening to the screams from Alex and track the source. As I slowly walked through the subway, I was now struggling to breathe under the intense stress and fear of the situation.
Oh no.
I called, but there was no response.
I'm getting
I continued
chills.
walking through the water until the exit was no longer visible. I was now experiencing a massive panic attack. I had lost track of Alex, and I had no idea where I was or how to get out. Where are you, Alex?
Oh my god. On October 19th, 1983, Alex was confirmed dead after he found... Wait. Wait! Alex is dead! Oh my god! Oh my god! Nah, bro! This is why. This is why I'm so scared to be here at night. The guy broke into the house and just snatched up the kid. The other guy went into the abandoned subway station to find him, and then Alex was confirmed dead. Nah! Imagine that being me and like Christian or me and Anthony or just something like that along the lines, or me and Gregory. Like, that's scary. Alex is dead. That's the end. Alex oofed himself. What? And you just as like scared as I am? Imagine a guy comes in my room right now, he bangs through the door and just yanks away someone. That's so scary. Oh my god. Alright, we have one more video to react to. Guys, these videos are intense. Alex is dead. I just can't get over Alex being dead. Alright, let's get into the last story of the day. The last story is called, Have You Heard of Hachishakusama? The Japanese Slenderman story? Oh my god, Slenderman? Nah. After what I saw on 2020, have you guys seen that 2020 episode where the girls almost killed their best friend for Slenderman? Her best friend tried to kill her over Slenderman. I can't. No, bro, I can't with Slenderman. That's too much.
There's something dangerous of abducting children in this area. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
No, I do not! No, I do not! Better back up. I don't want to hear... No. Okay.
You've heard of the Slender Man, but have you heard of the tall, slender woman? This next chapter is a Japanese urban legend called Hachishakusama,
Slender woman?
which means 8 feet tall. My grandparents lived in a small village in Japan. Every summer, my parents would take me there on holiday to visit them. The last time I saw them was the summer when I was 8 years old. My grandparents were inside the house, and I was playing by myself outside in the backyard. I heard a strange sound.
No!
I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from. I was looking around, searching for the source of the noise, when I noticed something on top of the tall hedges that enclosed the backyard. It was a straw hat. It wasn't resting on the hedge, it was behind it. That's where the sound was coming from. Then the hat began to move. It stopped at a small gap in the hedge, and I could see a face peering through. It was a woman.
Oh, heck no!
The hedges were high, almost 8 feet tall. I was surprised at how tall the woman was. I wondered if she was wearing stilts or some sort of huge high-heeled shoes. Then, a split second later, she walked off, and the strange noise disappeared with her, fading into the distance.
Walk away! Run away!
Confused, I got up and ran back into the house.
Alright, let's
My
go!
grandparents were in the kitchen
Thank
drinking
God.
tea. I sat down at the table and told my grandparents what I had seen. They weren't really paying attention to me until I mentioned that distinctive sound. They both froze. Grandma's eyes grew wide and she covered her mouth with her hand. Grandpa's face became very serious and he grabbed me by the arm. This is very important, he said. very intensely. How tall was she? As tall as the garden hedge? Where was she standing?
Nah, bro!
When did this happen? What did you do? Did she see you?
Nah!
I tried to answer all his questions as best as I could. He rushed out to the hallway and made a phone call. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but after he hung up, he walked out the door. Grandma? What's going on?
The grandpa
There's
just
something
dipped out the
dangerous
house!
abducting children in this area, she said. We call it Hachishakusama. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman and says, in a deep voice.
Abducting
A
children!
long time ago,
I'm children!
it was
I'm
captured by
17
monks,
years
and
old!
they
They
managed
can
to
get
confine it
me!
in a ruined building on the outskirts of the village. They trapped it using 4 jizo, small religious statues that they placed at the north, south, east, and west of the ruins, so that it could not escape.
Okay.
But somehow, it did. The last time it appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I wasn't sure what to believe.
Oh,
Just
no.
then, my grandpa came back, but with an old woman who called herself Keisan. They took me upstairs to my bedroom and began covering the windows with newspaper, with ancient runes written all over them. Keisan placed small balls of salt in all 4 corners of the room and a small Buddha figure
They're
in
doing
the
a
center.
ritual? They're doing a
Soon
ritual!
the sun will be setting, so listen carefully. You must stay in this room until 7:30 tomorrow morning. Do not open this door for any reason.
She placed a bucket in my hands.
Not even to use the restroom.
My grandparents and Keisan left the room, and I locked the door after them. I couldn't believe what was happening. Was I really going to die in a few days?
You can't do anything!
I turned on the
You
TV
gotta
to
stay
try
in
to
the
take my
room.
mind off everything,
Oh my god,
and eventually fell
that's so
asleep.
scary!
I was awakened around 1 a.m. by a tapping sound on the window. Probably just a tree or
don't you
something,
look!
I told myself.
Don't you look!
Then came a knock on the door, and I heard my grandpa's voice. Are you okay in there? If you're scared, I can come keep you company. Hearing his voice was such a relief
Don't.
that without thinking,
Don't
I
open
rushed
it!
over to the
Don't
door.
open it! Don't
But
scare!
something didn't
Don't
feel
open
right.
it! Don't open
I
it!
looked at the bowls of salt in the room. All 4 of them had turned black. And then I heard the sound again.
No! Don't open the door! Don't open the door, please!
The tapping on the window continued.
No!
I knelt in front of the Buddha and began to pray. I was so terrified and caught up in my chanting that I didn't realize the sounds had stopped.
Okay.
I checked my watch. It was 7:30 a.m. Carefully, I opened the door and ran to my grandparents. We all got in a van and headed straight for the airport. Apparently, there were others who had escaped the grasp of Hachishakusama, as long as they never stepped foot in Japan again. So 2 years ago, when my grandpa got sick, he refused to let me visit him. He even left strict instructions in his will to not let me attend his funeral. I couldn't believe that this creature prevented me from saying goodbye to him. So when my grandma called a few days ago to tell me she had been diagnosed with cancer, I wasn't going to let her stop me from visiting. It's been 10 years, Grandma, and nothing has happened to me. We don't even know if this thing is
her
real.
grandfather!
I'm not going to let it stop me from seeing you. If you say so, dear. I love you, Grandma. I'll see you soon.
Now her grandma has cancer? Oh my god.
Like this video if it gave you the chills.
Slenderman almost killed this girl. See, you see? Oh my god. Boy! Slenderman's not a man, it's a woman. And Slenderman tried to take this girl. But once the girl saw Slenderman, she ran in the house. And then they put her in a room and they had to do all these rituals to the room. She couldn't leave the room for like a bunch of hours. But once she left the room, she couldn't see her grandpa again. Her grandpa got sick. She couldn't see him at the hospital. She couldn't go to the funeral. She couldn't do nothing. See, that's weird. Something's up with that. I'm not trying to see no Slenderman because I'm not trying nothing bad to happen. Hacks no. She couldn't even see her grandpa's funeral. That's so sad. All of these videos, they're crazy, bro. They're really interesting, but they're really intense. If that just happened to me, heck no, I could not. I'd be screaming my head off. But we just finished watching all the 3 videos. Thanks to Chris for sending me those videos, because honestly, guys, they were so scary, but they were honestly really interesting. So if you guys want me to react to more videos, let me know in the comments below. Also, smash the like button. Let's get to 50 likes on this video, guys. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications to be notified when I upload a brand new video. Other than that, I will see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. What the? Oh hell no! Nah! Well, nah! Get the frick out of here! Nah! Where's my sword? Get the frick out of here! Don't come back! Don't come near me! Don't come near me, freaking Party City skeleton looking like my teacher! Get the frick out of here! Freaking Eugenia Cooney freaking looking girl! Get out of here! I'm not trying to see you tonight! Get out of here!
Farewell, I'll see you next time. So long, farewell.